Hey guys, this is Mazadun. So today video will be about Warhammer Vermintide. I decided to give this game a review and let's jump right to it. Oh, this mission is already started. We got few books and one grenarium. And this is why you don't overextend too much, because you can get easily picked off by assassin rats. So I'm playing as a Bright Wizard. I'm using my staff for fire spells. My staff have main attack, which is left click, and right click I'm channeling spell, which allows me to detonate fire explosion on some area. And the longer I'm channeling it, the larger area will be. And there is a different abilities, different like clicks for different stuffs. So, for example, there is a stuff which allows me to use some kind of beam while I'm channeling, it will deal damage, and fire arrows stuff. So I will show you later. So a lot of different stuff. And this stuff is pretty nice because it allows you to have a crowd control, which while I'm exploring this area, I'm zerating my enemies for a while, which allows us to retaliate or just run away from them. In my main hand weapon it's a mace, so there is a variety of different items for each class. So let's go. Unfortunately, this mission is already started, and this is nice if you're farming stuff, because it allows you to get to the end of mission pretty fast. And but if you're playing just for gameplay, just to explore missions, this is not very good. But I'm level 21, I explored all the missions pretty well, and now I'm focused more on farming items and getting levels. So I can use my crowd control ability. And what I really don't like about this game is that these creatures are pretty fast, and if we compare this game to Left 4 Dead, which we should do, because it's, as many players say, that it's a spiritual successor of Left 4 Dead, creatures is pretty fast, and they're literally appearing from nowhere. Just for example, this is place when they're appearing now, you can see. You can block enemy attacks, you can push them as well, just to get more free space around you. And these creatures have a pretty long range in attack, so they have spears and other stuff, and they can attack you from a pretty high distance. And there is as well different types of monsters. There is usual rats, and there is special rats, which have different mechanics. For example, this we just killed, it's Globadier. He's some kind of toxic guy, which have ability to pull some kind of explosive with the gas, and these things poison area, which damages our persons, and damages other creatures as well. So this sometimes can be useful if we are some kind of trouble, and there's fuck Tom's heals. If we need some kind of protection, we can go around this poison cloud just to make sure the enemies will be damaged. And if this creature is badly damaged, he starts to raging up, and he's approaching to you or the nearest target, and then explodes. So he's some kind of suicide bomber.
Keeping count, Grey Watcher.
And as you can see, my friends decided to kick Toms off, which reduces for us chance to get better items. Unfortunately, I didn't know exactly why we did this, but never mind. About other types of creatures, so there is also machine gun rat, which touched one of our characters, for example me, and he starts to shooting at me in a rapid session, damaging all the characters, which will be in this direction. So this applies also to these rats, elite rats and other stuff. Third one, it's assassin rat, which some kind of, if you play Left 4 Dead, is a hunter style creature, which can jump at you and pounce down you to the floor and damage you pretty hard. So you will be pinned down to the floor and unable to get rid of them. So this is pretty fucked up if you are playing alone or you are out of range from your friends. So this is why you shouldn't speak using only. Also, the last one, it's some kind of tyrant creature, a Hulk rat, which can damage you pretty fast. He's have a huge health pool. He can knock you down from your feet with attack. So all kind of stuff, but he didn't throw any boulders at you as its tyrant did in Left 4 Dead.
Potion.
So what we have here? Oh, also. Oh, there is assassin. Good thing I had my friends nearby, which could help me to get rid of this assassin. Beside usual, okay, there is it. He can go through stealth when he feels that he's in danger. And these guys decided to go for toms, which they left on the healing place. They will be right back. Besides usual creatures, these rats, there is some kind of heavy infantry which wears armor, and it's pretty tough to kill them because you have to aim for the head. Head, it's only place which not equipped with armor. So that's very important, and sometimes there will be situations when these armored rats are wiping your entire team because they're hitting pretty hard and they're tough to kill. Next one. So we're almost done with this mission. And get in here. Okay. Now we're done. So now we are victorious. We ended this mission. Throughout missions we completed some objectives as collected tomes, Skaven Grimoires, Crusade bonus dice. Now we have this bonus in dice. Now we will roll our dices just to get something from this reward pool. Let's see what I got. This pretty shit. I would like to get the blue one, but it's okay. So there's a two-handed axe for a gnome perhaps. And as you can see, it's green, and it's have some kind of trait, berserkering, which allows me to get more attack speed when I'm killing enemies. Nice stuff. And there is a score. Okay, let's leave this session, and while I'll explain a little bit about overall mechanics in this game. So there is different pools of characters. There is a Killerian, which is elf and can use bow and some kind of melee weapons. It's daggers and swords. Next one, it's Witch Hunter, Victor Saltzfire. He uses guns and also melee weapon, which in this case for me it's a greatsword. Next one, it's Dwarf, Bardin. He also uses melee weapon, but he can use melee weapon with shield, so this is very important. And he have also this ranged weapon, his shotguns. Next one, Bright Wizard, which I just played. Sienna, she's using melee weapon and as well staffs. And last one, it's Marcus Gruber. He can use shield and sword and ranged weapon. So Witch Hunter, let's me pick this one. So there it is, all 5 classes. Victor sets for some reason. Okay. You can also inspect your weapons or items in hands. So, for example, this sword. But it's not rare, so there is no any unusual things on it. Weapons. And you can look on this character via X button. So the special thing about this character is that he can use this claymore to AoE down his opponents. For example, if you he can use axes, but I believe there is some kind of rapier which he can use as well, which is a pretty fast weapon. Next one, it's his pistols. When you're just shooting in the left button, you will get this regular shooting, and if you right click, you get to some kind of aim state. Your movement speed will be reduced, and you will be able to get to dual shooting, Macedon shooting, let's say. Next one, let's pick Killerian. Don't lag. Okay. So Killerian, this is Ranger, which uses melee weapon. It's daggers, dual daggers, dual swords, or sword and dagger. Uses various types of bows. For example, I can use my other few bows, which have special traits. For example, at the moment I'm using bow which aims to nearest enemy target. I will show you in the gameplay later. Next one, Bardin. So Bardin uses shield and other weapon in hand. For example, I can block from enemy attacks. There is icons of shield. It shows you durability of attacks which you can hold. And as well you can bash enemies with shield, which knocks them down from their feet. It's very useful if you are some kind of hard situation when you can knock down enemies and get through their through them. So there is no special ability for barding when you are using a shotgun. You can melee enemies on the right click. It's okay, and you can shoot as well. Next one, Sienna.
Yes.
To my mind, this is one of characters mechanic for which is unique, and I would like to see this type of mechanic for all classes. So the thing is that Sienna have a staff, and there is a red wings mechanic. When you're using your special abilities with stuff, as you can see, there is an indicator which is filling when I'm using my attack. And if I'm using my right click as well, will be a more powerful version of ability. And as you can see, I'm burning. This means that I'm overheated, and if I'm getting to the max overheat, I will explode. And in a tavern, while I'm in a tavern, you won't be able to die. But if you are playing mission and you get overheated, you will explode, deal area damage to all enemies around you, and will be bleeding out. So your comrades have to save you. And when you are overheated, you can a little bit direct your character to, for example, to make sure you get to enemy and damage them. So as you can see, for example, I have this blue sword for Sienna, and Flame River, Scorching Ember stuff. Okay, bolt stuff. I will show you what it is. So bolt stuff, you can shoot some kind of arrow, and I believe these arrows are piercing armor, so I can deal damage to armor target and penetrate massive waves of enemies. And the left click, you can get this rapid attack speed. And might be as well different traits, which, for example, can increase your attack speed. Furthermore, there will be a much more damage. So this is also important. So let's see the last one. It's Marcus Gruber. This is a second tank type character, which can also use shield and ranged weapon. So there is basically as a gnome, you can use melee weapons, two-handed weapons, for example, which have a cleave ability, and ranged weapons. As you can see in this rifle, he can aim. So I'm considering this more type of sniper rifle. About equipment, so you have different slots. For example, there is a headgear. There is only cosmetic gear, different kind of stuff. I don't have at the moment any other heads. Melee weapon, ranged weapon, and trinket slots. So trinkets, there is a different type of customization for a character. So let's see. For a Gruber, I have this trinket. As you can see, this thing appeared. And after last patch, all characters have this special trinket which bound to them. So for example, if I want to get more items for Mark Gruber, for this tank, I can wear this trinket on my Bright Wizard when I'm playing it. And as you can see, where it is. So there is trinket, and I will get. I have a chance to get more items for Marcus, but I'm better be getting items for Sienna. So there is also some kind of forge which you can use. So there is 3 options. You can forge fuse 5 items in a of one quality to the next one. So let's say I have 5 white quality items, and let's use this one. I can forge them in one item. Let's upgrade it, and this will be green one. And I got the new rifle for Marcus. Also to note that this is random. I got new rifle for Marcus with this trait. Reloading for this weapon is 50% faster. Next one, upgrading your weapon. So as you can see, there is a trait which I can unlock on my weapons, and you have to pay this kind of gems to unlock these traits. And salvaging, you have ability to salvage items to get basic currency. So in this case, if I'm disabling white item, I get these white gems. And what we get recently in a new patch, this Shire of Solace, I didn't use it quite. So let's say I have different trinkets. I can put one of these trinkets to get specific item for this character. So I want to get a new Carillion item, for example. Or no, let's say Bardin. I don't have any Bardin blue items. And I have ability to get a random item or melee weapon or ranged weapon. So I can choose, for example, okay, let's be random. And I can pay 30 common green gems to get this specific item for Bardin. So let's pray. And I got shield and hammer. Let's see. So, where it is? Shield and hammer. I guess this one. So as you can see, there is a new item, which I guess it's okay. So white items don't have any traits. Green ones have one trait. Blue ones have 2 traits, and I believe there is orange items. It's have 3 traits. So at blue I have ability to unlock Earth Rune and Improve Guard for this sword on Sienna. Let's see what item is this.
Very well.
And I can explore my sword. It looks a little bit better. I don't like this stuff. Let's change it. Old stuff. I like more Flame River stuff. But let's use Scorching Ember stuff just to showcase how it works. And I can, for example, upgrade this one. I don't have enough upgrade gems to upgrade this weapon, so I have to... Let's disable this one, Ritual Longsword. Oh, I don't want to disable Longsword. I like this kind of weapons a lot. So I can unlock these traits. So I got Earth Rune, and now I can unlock Improved Guard. But does it work? Okay, let's unlock this one. So let's choose a mission.
We need to alert the authorities. The town's asleep.
Let's go with black
The
powder.
resistance doesn't lack guns, but we need more gunpowder.
So game is improving step by step, but there is a lot of problems still because optimization is very poor. As you can see, my graphics is not so great.
They got me good there.
Vielleicht weil er scheiße ist.
So as you can see, I'm joined to game already started, and there is a problem with
Oh, das kann
graphics.
fast irgendwo explodiert, nehme ich an.
Have a very poor optimization. I know my computer is not great, but there is a lot of messages on forums or Steam when players are completely disappointed because they have
Na, wir haben jetzt ja keine
pretty
Bosse.
good computers and they still can't run and on appropriate settings.
Was mit Level 15 und
This is
21?
pretty shitty, I would say. So there is a different kinds of missions. Fuck. This explosion blacked out my screen. And with this stuff you can DPS pretty well, as you can see. Oh fuck.
Rattling Gunner hier oben.
Come on, save me. Okay. Where is Rattling Gunner?
Munition ist hier bei mir.
Oh. He's at upper floor. I will heal up.
Bless these weary bones.
Okay, healing, nice. So I can hear a Rattling gun. Okay, that's rat. Fuck. And also because graphics a little bit lagging, sometimes you're getting hit for no reason because you can actually
Oh,
Get-
irgendwo ist ein Garkein.
to feel when an enemy attack you. So for example, how he could attack me when he's still
Ja,
running.
geben wir Deckung.
So about this mission is focused more about picking up barrels and getting this to this board. And the game allows you to get to various types of mission. For example, this gathering mission, mission when you need to get from point 1 to point B, and other types of missions, which, for example, you need to defend objects. So a lot of different stuff, but they are pretty same,
Nichts machen müssen ja auch
and
so.
I would
Ah, scheiße, noch das was brennt.
okay, we knocked him down, and I would like to see more of a defensive type of missions. More diverse missions, because if we compare to Left 4 Dead, which we should do, Left 4 Dead have a more variety in terms of missions. And Campaign in Vermintide is pretty short. You will be able to finish campaign about in a day. So when I started game, I bought it before, or
Geh runter, wirfst dich mir einfach
I
runter.
don't remember, before release or while still it was in beta.
Ah,
But
Speed.
I finished the game
Oh ja,
in
du
one
bist
day.
auch schnell.
Okay, it was easy, but other kind of
I
difficulties
thought we'd never
will
be
be
done.
able after you finished easy and normal, I believe, and after this will be hard. But
Der Ogre kam mir leider ein kleines
it's
bisschen zu.
still same missions, and you have to repeat them over and over.
Yay, ein
But
kaputter
it's
Würfel.
shitty. So let's see what I will get.
Oh, ich habe mich noch 2 blaue Schmuckstücke und ich krieg keinen.
And as you can hear, I'm playing with other people which can use voice chat. This is nice
Ich habe auch ein grünes bekommen. Sehr
because
schön.
communication in this game is crucial. And if you are playing solo, this is not gonna work. So at this point, I can tell you about cons and pros about this game. So about pros, it's a Warhammer team game. So if you like this type of game which implements Warhammer, Middle Age, Vermintide, this kind of stuff, you might be interested in this game. So next one, it's Left 4 Dead setting game, and this is team-based game. So you should be playing this game with friends. You will probably get a lot of fun and interesting classes. So there is an obvious difference between Left 4 Dead, where all players are equal, all characters are equal. In this case, all characters have different special traits, differences, which influence overall gameplay for them. About cons, so first of all, it's poor optimization. Um, and it's not only me, it's a lot of player base, and I believe this is what for the most part are scaring players about this game. Various bugs, so you can add this for optimization, but various bugs not only in visual things but also in gameplay overall. So there is a lot of things which is broken. Sometimes you will be just kicked out from the game, disconnected, uh, dying for no reason. So these things will happen. Pretty small community, so sometimes you will be finding yourself playing with same players, and believe me, they will not be very good at this game. So this might be pretty frustration. Also, sometimes there will be problems with fighting game, or you will be joining the game which already started, as you saw, which happened to me. Also, there is a lack of content. Compagine is pretty small, and I heard that devs planning to implement more content to the game, but at this point, there is a huge lack of content, and you will beat the Compagine on easy or normal in one day. So if you are very dedicated to this game, and this is pretty disappointing, I would say. And I would I would say that the main thing in all this statement that the game is far from the finished state. So if you will gather all these things together, you'll get the feeling that game still in beta. So they said that they released it, but as I see, it's still beta. So are you willing to pay for beta to fight with some bugs, optimization problem, lack of content, uh, small community, all this kind of stuff? As for me, this is sometimes frustrating, and I'm logging in a game just for a few missions in once in a week or two. So yeah, but you can always get a refund for this game in Steam. So it's your call, guys. Thanks everyone for watching, subscribe to the channel, and have a nice day, guys. Bye bye.